Welcome in, everybody. I'm just going to be doing a little solo, kind of promoting the cruise night tonight. So, hey, kick back, grab your popcorn, burn down, eat a gummy, do a dab, smoke a pre-roll. Yeah, it's time. I'll talk to you in a second.
Mugs Money in the building. Y'all already know. If you don't, shit, you better figure it out.
Starting at the bottom, I'm sitting at the top now. Ride around town with a drop with the top down. Got a little heat, so you thinking you hot now? Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. Starting at the bottom, I'm sitting at the top now. Ride around town with a drop with the top down. Got a little heat, so you thinking you hot now? Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. Let me tell you a story about my territory. Listen. Never did shit for me. I did it myself without no one's help. I don't care, better show someone else. All up in my face, invading my space. Here I come, you can tell by my bass. My beats bang, 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 bang. Trunk rattling, floating up shit's creek. Need to start paddling before my boat sink. In sync like in sync. With a killer instinct, roll up on you like posters. Rats and roaches get blasted like poachers. Standing out in the open eyes, aiming down the barrel and I'm scoping. Better pray to God and start hoping. Don't look at me for sympathy, my heart's broken. I don't give a fuck if you stand up choking. I'ma laugh in your face, take a seat on my ass and wait, just posing. Starting at the bottom, I'm sitting at the top now. Ride around town with a drop with the top down. Got a little heat, so you thinking you hot now? Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. Starting at the bottom, I'm sitting at the top now. Ride around town with a drop with the top down. Got a little heat, so you thinking you hot now? Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. I'm so sick and tired of you whack motherfuckers. About to take my backhand and slap all you motherfuckers. Where's the baby powder at? Wake me up when you're ready, I'ma take a power nap. Wet you up like a shower cap, wrangle you up like cattle, corral you into a corner standing where the cowards at. Pussy. Shazam, now you can't get your powers back. Speaking bad on my name, there's a taste in your mouth like a sour patch. Hook her up while I knuckle up and knock you out flat like the world on the map. Treat your face like a doormat, stomping you out like we don't know where the floor at. All shit scrap back on us hardcore rap, y'all. Par for the course, that best on the track. When I step on the track, I step on the track. I suggest you step back. Step back. At least 6 feet, bring the heat on the beat like I'm strapped to a jetpack. My street cred, you can go ahead and check that. Starting at the bottom, I'm sitting at the top now. Ride around town with a drop with the top down. Got a little heat, so you thinking you hot now? Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. Starting at the bottom, I'm sitting at the top now. Ride around town with a drop with the top down. Got a little heat, so you thinking you hot now? Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. To the ground. Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground. To the ground. Pop, pop, body rock, drop to the ground.
And if you've been living under a rock, that there is Mugs Money, guys. Man, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's enjoying their Saturday, man. I mean, you know, getting things done you need to get done. Even though I haven't, I got to go plant some mums here in a little bit for Queen. And the side by side, we're going to ride it through the cruise night. It is all waxed, washed, or washed. The wheels I got some stuff to squirt on the wheels, man. They're going to look wet. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. It'll be, I will do a live while we're going through it and while everything that's going on, it'll be going live. I won't be able to see the chat. I won't be able to see the chat because it's going to be on my phone and I don't wear glasses. I don't carry glasses. And so, yeah, one of them deals, but it's pretty cool, man. There's a lot of really neat vehicles that'll be cruising around tonight. Also, there's a car show going on down there right now and vendors. I mean, you can get just about anything on a stick down there or deep fried. I guarantee you, deep fried. Yeah. Anyway, there's all kinds of little things, you can do. There's, people usually bring their little pop up tent things and just camp out on the roadside, get their lawn chairs, ice chest, grill, and they they hang out. And then all these cars go by all night, man. Well, not all night, till about 10. I used to have a burnout competition. It got a little crazy. I don't know if they still do it or not. I know the last two they hadn't done that. But what's really funny about a cruise nut is, okay, say you and your cousin, or friend or neighbor have been wrenching on this car all year long. That y'all are working on this little hot rod, and you think that the way you built that engine and the way old Tommy boy put that tranny together, you guys can't be beat. So you take your car, and it don't have to be no fancy ass car. I ain't saying, I'm talking about if you seen it, you think, man, that thing's fixing to fall apart. But it's a race car cruising through there. And all of these guys, you see these cars, there's trucks that go through there and cars that go through there that have parachutes on them. And that means they go well over 150 miles an hour in the eighth mile. That means they got to have a parachute slow them down. Brakes would burn up. They wouldn't be able to stop. So they run around with parachutes on. All these guys that are in these just cruising, they go somewhere and they look at each other's stuff and they bet on it and they take it down the road up there and they do some little street racing. An undisclosed area. I don't even know where it's at now. I know where it can be. I know where there's some really flat, long stuff. Man, did something just clicked? What the heck? I better just chill. Mugs in a building, guys. Heck yeah, man. That's Mugs. Everything you do is badass, brother. Everything you do. I don't care. You could do a ballad, and I'd still think it was badass. Tonight or today, 10 years ago, I was gifted a grandson through the grace of God. And today's his birthday. I'll see him here after a while. I not only I told him, hey, he told me what video game he wanted. I don't remember. It was Yakajuki Suki something Minecraft. I don't know. So I told him, I said, look, grandson, how about I just come get you one evening, and me, you, and Mimi go where Walmart, and you pick out whatever you want on video games and this or that. This will be after your birthday, after your party. That way, you know what you need. And old Papa will get it. See, tonight he's getting I think it's a 10-inch drone. I bought him a drone and like several pairs of sunglasses. he has gotten so many Hot Wheels and NASCARs and stuff through the years because they're hanging all over my office walls. Okay. And anytime he'd come over here, he'd say, hey, Paul, can I have that? Yeah, man, take it. I don't care, baby. Cheers. And so I can't give him Hot Wheels. He's burned out on them. He's been hanging them, I think, though. Like if he finds one he likes, he'll put it on the wall, which is cool. That's cool, But yeah, today's his birthday. Happy birthday, grandson. I'll see you here in a little bit. He's way off in the country out there on the other side of town where I'm at. I mean, he's not that far away, but if you had to walk, it'd take you a day. No, I'm kidding. Man, my whole town, you could walk my whole town twice and have a burger and walk it a couple more times before noon. Yeah. Man, I hope everybody's college teams are losing right now. No, I'm joking. I hope everybody's winning, but I know half of you probably are, and the other half ain't. If you're college footballing right now, yeah, I don't even think does OU play today. Man, this may be OU Texas. I don't know. If it is, it can't be because Trouble would have called me and said, "Hey, you want some action?" Oh, no, we do have permanent action. If he wins, he gets my jersey. If I win, I get his jersey. And I think he's got my jersey. I really do. I think he's got my jersey. So I want my jersey back +1, Trouble. That's what I'm talking about. Man, guys, I wish you could see the outside of my side by side. Anything that's shiny or like red painted, I waxed the living far out of that. Hand buffed it. That's right. Put the old hand buffing on it. I mean, she's gleaming. Plus, I got like all different kinds of lights on it, different colored lights. Like the inside, I can turn it almost blue light or black light. And it's pretty funny because you can see white hairs on my gray poodle and me. I have gray hair, but you can't see it under a black light, dude. I look like Blackie Lawless. Look it up. Look it up. He used to be a bass player for a band called Wasp. Man, that's some good beverage. My goodness. And I even got some McGuire's wet tire application bullshit. I don't know what it is, but I've seen it used on TV and it was on sale, so I got some. I'm gonna squirt my tires down, but I'm gonna wait till I get on the end of my driveway, man, and out on the concrete, or not concrete, but asphalt, because man, this stuff right here will collect dust quickly. It's for when it's sitting still somewhere. And I think we're wearing masks tonight. Me, Queen, and anybody. What up, let me audit you. What's up, man? From East Ohio. Welcome in. But we're masking up tonight for 2 reasons. One, identity. Oh, and 2, we have no windshield. Oh, and I don't like eating bugs. But yeah, we're gonna mask up tonight and cruise around, but we got so many lights on this thing. We look like man, there ain't no way they can say, "Oh, I didn't see you." Whatever. I can even make them flash like a cop in like red and blue. I don't do that. That's not cool. I don't want to draw that kind of attention to me. Nothing is flashing. They're just solid light, but they're like red. My side by side is red. So I run red light inside and out. I got them in the floor. Big Chief, what's going on, man? Welcome in. It's been a minute, brother. Thank you for coming in. Your body cam can't. Oh, good Lord. Upstate sleep, man. I tried to call him and tell him that I was wanting to do a live, a little bit and kind of tell everybody later. I don't know exactly what time. It may be 8. I don't know. I'm going to do a live through the cruise night for probably an hour. I'm going to do it. So I'll be driving, or the Queen will be having the camera, and we'll be filming everything for an hour. We'll go live. So hit the notifications, guys, so you'll know when I pop up. Tony, welcome in, man. And then everybody will get to see the cruise night in the big metropolis of Gore, Oklahoma. Look, in the town, look, where I live in a town, and there's a bridge. There's a bridge. Boy, howdy. I sound like upstate, don't I? But across the bridge there That's a whole nother county, but it's our rival, man. When we played football stuff, it's called Gore, Oklahoma, like Gore, and yeah. Anyway, my place where I live, Cross River, if nobody died today, heaven, Lord forbid, we got 398 people in my town. 398 people in my town. Did I stutter? But there's probably 1,300 over across the river, bigger town. I don't even know if they got that many. Maybe more like 1,000. There may be 1,000 people there. Yes, sir. I am. I'm going to do a live while we're doing it. And yeah, and out of those 1,300 people, just about everybody, their grandfather or dad or cousin or aunt or flunkle had some kind of a hot rod or a car that they've kept forever. And tonight's the night you get to see some of the baddest cars. You're not going to believe what is right here across the river. I'll put it that way. It's freaking cool. You watch the video and you see all these cars as we pass, and it's just bumper to bumper traffic through this little town. You turn around, get luckily if you got to go way out of town to get in the other lane, and then come back through. But hey, it's good, clean fun. You know what I'm saying? No. I better not even start talking about that, because if I do, something will happen. But no, usually, man, it's a really good deal. Everybody can drive. Everybody knows how to drive, and they just cruise through, And we're doing it this year on our side by side, because that's just cool, man. Cool. No, we don't. No. No dirt tracks, nothing like that, dude. There's no race tracks. There's no. What I have in my town is, and I live right where I'm from is right off of I-40. Okay, the old school bloodline, from east to west. We have a love station, Subway, and there's a chicken place across the street that's going out of business. In downtown, we got a place called Burger Barn. It's pretty good. You go over across the bridge to Gore. There's several little places you can eat because it's bigger. But in where I'm at, that's it. A post office and that's it. There ain't no corn, soybeans. There's a lot of that. I mean, a lot. We have to drive 20 miles to get to a place that's got a Walmart, either direction. But hey, I love it. I love it. I can walk outside buck naked. Matter of fact, I waxed my side by side today in my backyard with my underwear on. I kid you not. You don't believe me? And if you got the software, you can Google it. You'll see me in my backyard waxing that ass. I got hot, man. It same here in rural Missouri. Hell yeah, man. Hey, you know what? That's one of the states, and this is no bullshit. I don't know why, but like whenever I was traveling back and forth through to Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas, I lived in Kansas City, Kansas City, the area of Kansas, I should say, Leavenworth. But man, I like Missouri. I really do. Missouri's a badass state. I just wish it was closer to Oklahoma. I would love to swap you guys out on the map for Arkansas. If you guys could trade places, yee. Arkansas sucks. I ain't kidding you. Their cops suck. They suck. Everything sucks in Arkansas. Man, I can't stand Arkansas. Queen is her town is so close to Arkansas. It's in Oklahoma. She's an Okie, but she can literally go down the end of her street down there and take a left, and she's in Arkansas off of a street there in her town. I'm like, hey, you still Arkansas, and she was born there, and so was my daughter was born there. But yeah, Arkansas sucks. I cannot. Tony knows. They've got their own Texas. We got Texas below and sucking us. He's got Arkansas below him sucking them. Ain't kidding. I don't do much recruiting for like subs and stuff like in Arkansas because there's no weed there. Even though they're medical hand quotations, you can't find nothing. Everything's right there by the Missouri border up south. All that money they're losing there from people going across the border there and going getting their friend that has an Okie license, and they just buy. Oh wow, no joke. Hey, they got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bags? You'll leave tonight. Say hello to your cousin Consuelo for me and tell him he still owes me $20. Mucho dinero, mi amigo. Consuelo. Dude, look, I don't know. It's going to be dark. It's got to be darker. And it's going on now. You can hear people racing in cars and stuff. That's how close I live to the town. It's just across the river, man. And I live right here on the river. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, yeah, about that, man. Well, it's not going to be completely. Yeah, you're right. It will be, Tony. I ain't going to lie to you. Yeah, probably that. Probably about 8. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Queen had to go and check on mother-in-law and father-in-law. They're getting up there. My little plant is acting funny. I got to go over and get him some real dirt. That stuff right there, whatever he's in, is not good. It's just not doing nothing for him. And I got to plant a mum because mum's the word. And man, I'm glad I did that thing, the side by side this morning. If you know what a bead lock is, a bead lock, if you see these giant 4-wheel drives, they'll have a plate that's on the outside of their tire, like attached to the rim around the tire. That's so that if you turn a real sharp corner or whatever in the dirt, your tire won't buckle and break off the bead and go flat. That's called a bead lock. Man, those are a bitch to clean. I ain't kidding you. I cleaned 4 of them today with a scrub brush and a little rag, and my fingers sore from sticking it in the holes. But it's done. It's done. It's done. But I got to go out here in a little bit and do a little, oh my God, what's that stuff called? Armor all. I'm going to armor all the interior. And yeah, goodness, that's sexy, man. I love Armor All. Armor All and something that, dude, I used to, back in the day, this stuff was probably toxic too back when, like in the 80s. But I would take and just saturate my dash. It'd be all over the windshield. It'd be all over my dash. But this was in a Camaro, which had like rubber on the dash, but by the window, by the glass, it was metal. Right. So I'd soak the living poo-poo out of this. right? It's dripping in my floor through my air vents, everything. And I would shut the door and just leave it for about 2 or 3 hours. Go back out there and then just rub it. It was kind of sticky, but oh my God, what a gleam. I mean, it was unreal. You had to work, you had to put a little work into it. It wasn't just like spray it on, wipe it off. No, 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 no. Whatever it does after you wipe it off and it coats to the material, I let it do that while it was wet. Man, that thing, it was cool. It was shiny as all get up. But you had to put a little bit of the old elbow grease in it. You couldn't just spray it and wipe it. But you had to work for it. That's what she said. Yeah, the same thing with my dad. There's something about that sunlight. And no, don't crack the windows on your car unless you got tinted windows or something. Then I'd crack it a little bit. So, but yeah, man, it'll cook on there. Oh my goodness. But nowadays there's digital screens, buttons, holes. You can't really do that in modern cars, or I wouldn't. Shit, your radio may not work. I ain't kidding you. Oh, and Queen's car's a little bit more advanced than my old work wagon, the Black Stallion. I drive a 15 Nissan Rogue. That's my work wagon. I got tools in that thing, man. I got my uniforms in that thing. I got spare shoes and boots because you never know when somebody's shitty toilet's going to explode on you. Better be prepared. I just don't have no underwear or nothing like that in there. I go free ball. I'll free ball if I have to, but it's only for a day. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff. It's a work wagon. I drove that thing, how many miles? 398, 97, something like that, miles from where I sit right now to Leavenworth, Kansas, every other weekend. Damn right, I put some seat time in that thing. I kind of missed that trip, though. That trip was pretty good. I mean, I did lives, too. Me and Upstate did lives while I was on the road. But if we didn't, I just plugged in Mug's Money, and I had a certain road list, you'd say. And it would get me almost close to each border. Like Fort Smith, Arkansas was the cutoff. That's if I'm there, I'm almost home. So I'd leave from Butler, Missouri, and turn on my music, my tracks, and I had enough music to last me from there to there, even if I stopped. So, but I missed that. It was pretty good. Man, my wife had a 2006 Ford Ranger, put 500, half a million miles on it. Unreal. Yeah, I've heard of those, man. My dad had an old GMC pickup. He was not a Chevrolet guy at all. He was straight up Ford. One of his buddies was in a pinch and sold him this old. It was a 72 GMC pickup. It was powder blue and white. The old school colors and stuff. Anyhow, man, if we had that truck today, but we don't. And man, that thing had 200 and something on it. I was thinking, good grief, 500,000, man. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Hey, do you realize, I didn't know this, man, but do you realize, Tony, that vehicles built in Europe, all right, never exceed 100,000 miles because it's so small. Those cars will only do 50,000 miles. And then they start going problems. Where American cars, dude, it's from New York to LA. That's why our cars is like 100,000. You know what I'm saying? And all these, because Queen wanted a Range Rover. She wanted a Range Rover, and I thought, whatever you want. But then we started looking at them and stuff, man, and everybody that we knew that had one said, man, that's a piece of junk. Don't. They're a piece of junk, man. He said, I put 60,000 miles on mine. It broke down. I was like, really? I was like, wow, that's crazy, man. So we got to do it. She wound up buying a Jeep. Not no Wrangler or Strangler or whatever, or Bangler, nothing like that. No. A SUV, 4-wheel drive Jeep, limited or unlimited or something. Anyway, yeah. But Black Stallions paid for. Well, she paid for it though. That was her car. I sold my my truck. I sold my Bronco. I sold everything but my Harley. I still got my Harley, and I didn't have a job then either. You know, when I sold these items, and I started working in Kansas City. Now I'm working here, right here at home, man. Which, oh God, thank you. You know what I mean? And yeah. I can't say it. It sound like it would sound like I was upstate if I started bragging on myself. I don't even think I've rode in one, like a beetle bug. I don't think I've ever ridden in one, let alone drove one. I didn't, and there wasn't a thing around here. It wasn't a thing around here. Maybe one person had one, you know, but yeah, nothing like if you was in a city and somebody remodeled one and stuff and you was cruising in. Like I said, I've never even been in one. Are you old enough Are you old enough when we used to try to see how many people we could get in a bug and go down the road? Yeah, I remember you crazy assholes doing that, you know. And yeah, no. I remember seeing that on TV, man. No, and then after that, we seen how many people we could get in my Camaro, and they started breaking shit, and knocked the mirror off. I mean, you know, tore the knobs off my radio and shit. And there was only like eight of us in there. You know, that's a big. If you're going to try that, don't use your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be a team player. I ain't kidding. Man, I can't wait till later. I'm sipping, but I got to do so many chores. I'll sober up, and if I don't, Queen can drive. Then I'll continue sipping. It'll just be in a sippy cup. Yeah. But hey, guys, look, I was just going to come up and tell everybody later on, probably around 7, 8 o'clock, tune in, set your whatever it is you do. I will be doing a live from Cruise Night. This is just a promo for it. Yep, Central Time, just like you, dude. Just like you. You and I are in the same time zone. We share the same sunlight phase and moon phase. It's just we're sitting on different dirt. You're probably slanted on a hill with that white flint, and I'm over here like flat with dirt. A lot of dirt and water. Until next time, man, you guys come in, check us out. We're going to be doing Cruise Night off in the side by side. Until next time, thank you, America, and across this great big blue marble of ours. Hey, man, you're blessed.